SMX Facts, we bring our staff statistician, Clinton Fowler, onto the show. Clinton, I remember going to Detroit last year, and we had this record level of close point standings in the 450 class. This year we have a tie leaving there, but you have an even cooler stat showing some parity this year.
Yeah, I mean, last year was great and amazing, but we've topped it again this year. Round 6, we've had 12 points paying main events. We've got 11 different winners. That's the most in history. Last year through this, we had 10. So we've beaten it. The only one to repeat as a winner here, JT, is Chase Sexton. He's gotten 2 wins this year. Nobody else has repeated it as a winner. And to put this in perspective, JT, we average 6 different winners through 6 rounds. So for whatever reason, the level of competition seems to have increased. We have incredibly close racing. It's really just been impressive to watch.
Yeah, I think there are a few factors to it. First and foremost, there wasn't a clear-cut guy where he's going to come in and dominate and get on a run. There was a lot of parity, and we've used that word a lot, but it's never been more true. A lot of these guys were on the same pace, and it was really about starts and positioning and who could kind of step up in the moment. And then we've lost some of those guys, so there's been other opportunities. We saw Malcolm Stewart get his first win, and the chance of someone else getting a good start and putting in that excellent ride has risen. We saw Ken Roczen kind of come into the fray, and there's been a lot of that where these guys, maybe they're an outlier, not a real favorite to win a race. I think there's a lot of opportunities for those guys, so it wouldn't surprise me for that number to continue to climb, because we haven't seen the likes of Jason Anderson or some of these other guys really make that move quite yet.
Heading into Arlington, though, this weekend, there is a stat that says one rider should be an overwhelming favorite, and that's Cooper Webb with his record in the building. And that also includes an unbelievable win over Ken Roczen in that building years ago. Then we saw a rematch, that type of battle in Detroit. So give us some numbers with Webb at Arlington and then Webb versus Roczen. Sorry, Ken Roczen fans, you're probably not going to like this info.
Yeah, Weege, it's unfortunate for Roczen. I mean, as you're watching that main event in Detroit and you see Webb coming up, you can't not think he's going to get him. They've had 7 different races where they've been 1-2 in the scenario, and Webb has taken 6 of those 7. Webb has gotten the best of him. In 5 of those 6, he ultimately won by less than a second. And to your point, Weege, Arlington, he won by 2 100ths or just about 3 100ths of a second. Just an absolute incredible victory by Webb. I mean, he has won the last 6 of 8 races here, JT. It's tough to imagine that somebody's going to beat him in this venue.
It is, and I think the underrated part of this is the venue switch, because if this were at Cowboy Stadium in Irving, I'm willing to go on record and say this would not be the case. It would almost be the other side. It would look more like his Glendale stat line than it would like Arlington, because this is a completely different setup, different dirt, different type of racetrack, and that is something that he can really latch onto and find good results in. So sometimes the devil's in the details, and I think the venue switch and all of the changes that brought on are really a big part of this story.
Thanks for the stats, Clinton. We got something to really think about this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely, Weege.
So there it is, 250 West. We don't know what direction that's going. Triple Crown format. Cooper Webb and Chase Sexton tied. Lots to watch for this weekend. We'll see you in Texas.
Hi, folks. Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.